Okay, then there is big news from the Indian camp. Ravindra Jadeja, the all-rounder who showed some good form with the bat and then with the ball with the bat in the game against Pakistan and then with the ball in the game against Hong Kong. Ravindra Jadeja has been ruled out of the Asia Cup. Axar Patel has been announced as his replacement. Now it's a knee injury. Remember, this was the same knee injury that that forced Jadeja to miss the West Indies tour as well. He couldn't play there, and it's a recurrence of that injury which has come back to haunt the star all-rounder. It's a bit surprising, a bolt from the blue, you could say, simply because up until now there were no indications that he was in any sort of discomfort. In fact, if there was any discomfort developing, he may not have played that one easy game that India had versus Hong Kong, but he was playing there, so it's clearly something that has troubled him now. Also, the latest from the Indian camp, they've rested now for one day after the Hong Kong game. Today they are scheduled to practice. In fact, I am coming to you live from the practice facility. This is where the Indian team is going to be practicing. So it's a bit surprising because just a day before, on their rest day, we saw visuals of the Indian team enjoying a day off. A lot of water sports is what they were doing. There were also images of Ravindra Jadeja there actually using the water cycle alongside there was also Ravichandran Ashwin, Yuzi Chahal, and you could see there is this one image of the video that BCCI made where Ravindra Jadeja is also enjoying riding that water cycle. So clearly this discomfort has happened. It's a new addition because had that injury been there till yesterday or even before that, he may not have played the Hong Kong game. Then he may not have been part of that fun and frolic session that the Indian team had. So then it does come as a surprise. Backup like for like replacement, and I think this is what the Indian team was building up for the last few days. If you saw, they were trying to use Axar Patel as a backup. On various occasions Axar was playing, and that time there were questions that why would Axar still be playing. Maybe it was for days like this, because then he actually makes it a like for like replacement, and so that's why for these days I think they kept Axar Patel. But it'll be interesting to see what happens to the playing 11, because now you have other spinners as well who may be slightly ahead in the pecking order. You've got Ravichandran Ashwin, you've got Ravi Bishnoi, but that's not to say that it's a given that they'll start ahead of Axar Patel, because if you're looking at a team combination, then if you're looking at a left arm spinner, then of course Axar Patel comes in. So it'll be interesting the kind of approach that India will have going on from here, but that is the big news, and I think it is going to be crucial, because that Ravindra Jadeja, with the things that he offers, a all-round player, three-dimensional player in the true sense, with the bat, ball and fielding, will be sorely missed, because from here on the tournament gets very exciting. No easy games coming up. You'll most likely play Pakistan, you are going to play Sri Lanka, you are going to play a team in Afghanistan which is looking very good. So there are going to be tough games going forward, and I think looking at the balance of the team, the Indian team is definitely going to miss someone like Jadeja. You would have thought, and I think that this probably gave an opportunity for the Indian team to also look at someone like a Deepak Chahar, to bring him into the playing 11, because fast bowling is also a bit of a concern in your spin department. As I said, you already had options in the squad beyond Jadeja. You had Ashwin, you had Ravi Bishnoi, but in fast bowling you do not have an option, and Avish Khan hasn't been having a great time. Ashdeep went for a few runs. So with all that in mind, you would have thought that this may have presented them with an opportunity of bringing a Deepak Chahar in. Remember, Deepak Chahar can also play the role of an all-rounder, and then you can get the balance right by, if you include him, then probably you might just even go with a spinner, an all-out spinner who may not contribute with the bat. But so that's the big news that is coming in from Dubai. I saw a few questions here. Where am I joining you live from today? I'm not joining you from Sharjah. This is Dubai. This is where India would be practicing very soon. It's an optional training session, so we'll give you the latest updates as to who turns up for that practice session. But not in Sharjah today. I know there's a big game in Sharjah, Hong Kong taking on Pakistan. Maybe later in the day I'll head there. Deepak Chahar, if he's in, then it's good, because India, Saket is saying Deepak Chahar may have been in, and I'm pointed that out, Saket. Austin, your interesting suggestion is saying now because Jadeja is injured, you may need a left-hander. That's true. So does that then give Pant an option to come in, and then Huda comes in that 6 bowling option? I think various options will be now explored because, as I said, just with Jadeja going out, just sets the cat amongst the pigeons as far as how now you're going to decide your playing 11, because it really offsets all the plans, all the balance of the team. But yes, I think Austin, it's a valid point. Maybe now you will need a left-hander, and in which case then Pant does become a must-have in the team. So we'll have to wait and watch what the Indian team does. You'll get an idea now, because the next game again is against Pakistan. Again, I'm saying hopefully Pakistan. Pakistan will have to beat Hong Kong today, but most likely Pakistan. So we'll figure out what is the team combination that India goes for. But the latest news, once again, Ravi Jadeja out of the Asia Cup, and you've got Axar Patel in. We'll be live throughout on Sports Today. Don't forget to subscribe. More latest updates. If you want to know what's going to happen in the India practice session, don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today. Bye bye.